Hey guys, I'm Nicole. We are going to jump right into about 10 minutes of core work. Always a crowd pleaser. We're going to start in a seat. You don't need any props really unless you feel like you want to have some blocks nearby just in case, but I'll give modifications as well. Alrighty, so we're starting in a seat, legs extended out long. Actively point through the toes and then point your fingertips somewhere around the knees-ish. And then we're just going to start by lifting one foot off the floor and then lower down and then lift the other foot off the floor. So you're either going to hang out right here alternating the feet, this is harder than it looks, or you're going to ground into the fingertips and maybe pulse both feet off the floor at the same time. And we're going to take about 10 rounds right here. So really targeting into the lower core and into the hip flexors. Well, let's say 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. And then lower the heels back down. We're going to bend into the knees, pulling knees into the chest, and then straighten out the legs, and then exhale, slow lower. And then bend into the knees, straighten out the legs, squeeze the knees together, slow lower down. Bend into the knees, straighten out the legs, stick with it, slow lower down. We'll go 5 more, bend into the knees, straighten out, exhale, release. 4 more, straighten out the legs, exhale, slow lower. Final 3, straighten out, exhale, lower down. Last 2, straighten out the legs, exhale, slow lower. Last 1, bend into the knees, straighten out and pause, and then slow lower down. Again, we're going to come right back to alternating either one foot and then the other foot, or grounding into fingertips. Both feet could pulse at the same time. Have a little bit of a round in the back body here to protect the low spine and really to engage into the lower core. I'm starting to shake here. Let's go final 10. Final 5. And then lower the heels back down. Whew, hands under the shoulders, bend into the knees. Inhale to lift up, reverse table. Just to lengthen out the hip flexors, the front of the hips that we were just firing up. And let's lower the hips back down. Interlace hands around the elbows, hands around the knees, interlacing the elbows. And then round through the back body, chin in towards chest. Just taking a little moment of rest. And then releasing arms out by the sides. Or let's extend fingertips forward and use the strength of the core to slow roll down the spine. Once you're down, pull the knees into the chest. And then extending legs up to the sky, we're going to pull the toes back towards the body. Hands come down by the sides, or if you need some more support, they can come underneath the glutes and the low back. And then exhale to slow lower the heels all the way down. Once you've tapped the feet, it's an inhale to come right back up. And we'll stick with this. Exhale, slow lower down. Inhale to come back up. And exhale to lower. Move at your own pace a little bit here. It's okay if you're not connected exactly to my cues or exactly to my breath rhythm. Take about 5 more. Final 2. Next time the legs are lowering, we're going to bring it up a notch. Pause when the heels hover an inch above the mat, and then lift the shoulders from the floor as well. So this is a hollow hold. Hands can always come to thighs for support. On your inhale, we're going to bring everything up for boat pose. So pulling knees into the chest. The spine is super tall here, so heart pulls through the shoulders. Hands can be to the legs for support. Hands can also come to the floor for support or even down to the forearms. So choosing your challenge, you're either going to hang out right here, or again, it's an exhale to lower and an inhale to lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, right back up. Take 5 more. Exhale, lower. Inhale up, 4 more, and inhale to lift. Again, sticking with your pace. If you feel tension in the low back at any point, take a break or find some extra support. We don't want to compromise the low back. Next time you're back up, let's pause here and hold it. Maybe you play with straightening out the legs. And then exhale, lower all the way down to the back. Extend the arms up overhead, finding a full body stretch. So again, lengthening out the core, giving yourself just a moment of rest. And then pull both knees into the chest. And start to take just a little rock side to side, maybe some small circles on the low back. We're going to keep the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg long, bring the arms out to the sides, and then see if you can bring the right knee over to the left side of the body, and then back through center, swap it out, over to the right. Back through center, swap it out, over to the left. Back through center, we're keeping the shoulders lifted, the heart to a hover. Back through center, swap it out. Again, stick with it, take about 5 more, connected to your own breath. Final 3. Last one. Making your way back through center, both knees into the chest. Extend the legs up to the ceiling. Bring the arms down by the sides and then use the strength of the core without any momentum to lift the hips and tap the toes all the way behind the head. If this causes tension in the neck, don't do it. Just lengthening out the back body. And then again, the strength of your core to slowly roll you back down, one vertebrae at a time. Okay, we're going to lower the heels down to a hover. We've been here before, heartless to a hover. This time, interlace hands except the index and the thumb. On your inhale, we're going to come up, but as we do, tap the knees to the shoulders and big toes stay together. Exhale to lower down, and then inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale right back up. Final 5. Exhale down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hover. Inhale back up. Final 3. Inhale, lift. Final 2. Inhale, back up. Last one. Exhale, hover, hold for a moment. Inhale, lift, hold for a moment. See if you can slide the knees even higher up on the shoulders. And then we're going to cross over the ankles, plant the feet, come all the way back to a downward dog. Couple cycles of breath here to pedal out the feet. Again, letting it feel good. And one last little push here. On your exhale, we're going to roll forward, high plank. Now you might stay right here with feet as they are, stepping one foot in, and then the other foot in, and then one foot out, and then the other foot out. Or you might come to the tops of the toes. This is going to make it harder, and it's also going to stretch out the ankles. Really press the floor away. See if you can keep the hips pretty steady, and just pull right knee into the chest, and then left knee into the chest, and then right leg back, and then left leg back. Left knee into the chest, right knee in, left leg back, right knee into the chest, left leg in, right leg back, left knee into the chest, right knee in, left leg back, right knee in. Last time each side, left leg in, right leg back, left leg in, right leg in. Left leg back, right leg back. Come to the tops of the toes. And then we're going to come down into the forearms. You can drop the knees down at any point that you need to. You can give yourself any little break that you need. Actively press the floor away here so you're lifted up out of the shoulder sockets. Then we're going to come to the outside edge of right foot. Left fingertips sweep high. And then bring the left hand to the base of the skull so the elbow points up towards the ceiling. If this is enough, you can hang out right here. Or on your exhale, round in so that the left elbow can tap the right elbow or wherever it lands. And then inhale to lift. Couple more on your own. Inhale right back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Let's go 5 more. Final 3. Next time you're back up in center, pause. Extend the left fingertips high. And then circle back through your forearm plank. We get to swap it out, other side. Come to the left foot, outside edge of the left foot, right fingertips open up. Right hand to the base of the skull. And then right elbow towards left elbow. And inhale to open up. Exhale to tap. Inhale to lift. Again, taking a few more. Let's go 5 more this side. Final 2. Come back through center, forearm plank. And then drop the knees to the floor. Untuck the toes. We're gonna come into Sphinx pose. So belly and the hips down and forward. Pull the heart through the shoulders. Actively pulling elbows back as you contraction the heart forward. And then on your exhale, soften the heart to the floor. Hands plant underneath the shoulders. Let's ground into the knees and come all the way back into a child's pose. Letting forehead rest on the floor. Maybe opening the mouth for an exhale here.